Nobody cares what you have to say!
This area is restricted. You must comply. Look, he's completely irrelevant.
People used to describe me with polite words that all meant the same thing. Quiet, reserved, a background character. She'd say it casually, never cruelly, which somehow made it worse. After decades together, she believed she knew exactly who I was, and more importantly, who I was no longer capable of being. The company party was supposed to be harmless. I agreed, mostly because I no longer had the energy for arguments. I stood near the bar, unnoticed, which was fine. Invisibility can be useful. At some point, I reached into my jacket and felt the absence immediately. My badge had slipped out. Before I could react, someone bent down to pick it up. It was her boss. He glanced at it casually, the way powerful men do when they expect nothing interesting. Then everything about him changed. His posture stiffened. His smile vanished. He looked at the badge again, then at me, then back at the badge. "Excuse me," he said quietly, his voice low. Does your wife know who you are?" The question surprised me, not because of what it implied, but because of the sheer fear behind it. I took the badge from his hand without rushing. "She knows," I said. "She just stopped paying attention." He stepped back as if I'd warned him of an incoming storm. She asked what happened. I told her nothing had happened, which was true. I hadn't said a word. But that night, she was restless, scrolling through her phone, her confidence cracking. Before sunrise, the emails started. Clarification requests, the kind of questions that only appear when someone realizes they've built something on assumptions instead of facts. I opened my laptop and reviewed the files I'd been quietly maintaining for months. You see, I hadn't planned revenge, I had planned protection. Years earlier, I had built something foundational to that company. Something invisible but essential. When I stepped away from public work, everyone, including my wife, assumed I stepped away entirely. She mistook my quiet for irrelevance. She'd shared things she shouldn't have, not maliciously but carelessly, chasing a feeling of importance in a world that rewards noise. By evening, she knew. She confronted me, confused at first, then fearful, then angry. "You never asked," I said calmly. The fallout wasn't a dramatic explosion. It was a quiet correction. Contracts were re-examined, authority was reassigned, and power was redistributed to where it had always belonged. Her career stalled overnight, not because I sabotaged it, but because it had been propped up by a misunderstanding that no longer existed. Our marriage ended in a slow realization. She admitted she hadn't respected me for years. I admitted I'd allowed that by choosing silence over setting boundaries. We separated quietly. Life afterward felt unfamiliar but stable. I returned to work that mattered to me with intention, not for applause. Months later, I attended another event smaller, quieter, purposeful. Just people who understood the value of foundations. I didn't bring a badge. I didn't need one anymore. Sometimes real power isn't about being seen. Thanks for watching.